Hey guys, it's Kelly. I am back with another process video. This layout I made a few months ago. It was just for me and not a design team creation. Thus, it kind of got put down in order of importance for me to get the videos up. So bear with me as I am going through the narration. And if you can hear my kitty, I'm sorry. She's just meowing at the ceiling fan. The flowers I had fussy cut, and I did that when I was watching TV with my husband, so that was not on video. If you're ever looking for something to do, while you're being with someone else, to me, this is like the perfect thing to do. And, because I can still spend time and, talk with him or watch TV or do whatever and, work on a page without being away from him. Because where I scrapbook tends not to be where he watches TV. So I am just taking the regular craft foam and putting it behind this beautiful flower, and I am going to just pop this one up and let the other two clusters that I have cut remain flat, so just the one has that bit of dimension, and I just love the way that it does turn out. So I had pulled a few things that I knew I wanted. If you have watched me for a while, you know that I am a big fan of doilies. So this doily will definitely stay behind this photo. This picture was taken of my daughter, and it was one of those that when I took it, it just took my breath away because it just, just showed that sweetness and innocence of, her, and I just love how she's growing up, and the journaling that I do reflects that sentiment for me. So I am using the Pink Paisley Take Me Away collection for this, and I decide that I want to fussy cut one of these frames, and I'm going to put it in the flower cluster on the left hand side, and the frame says "Just the Way You Are." And I'm going to go ahead and read my journaling. You won't see the journaling on the video, but it is included in the still shots at the end. I had to think a little bit about what I wanted to say and how I wanted to phrase it, because, I don't know how you are with journaling, but sometimes for me, journaling can be a struggle, and other times what I want to say just comes out right the first time. And I remember for this page, I needed to think about it and exactly what I wanted to say without it being too mushy. So the journaling says, "I am so proud of the young lady that you are becoming, just as lovely on the inside as you are on the outside." And I really wanted to have a few pages in my album, or actually this will be for my daughter, but that if something were to happen to me, she could go back and she could just know just how much she was loved, and that, I really do enjoy being her mom, and, it's just amazing to be able to watch your child grow up into a young adult. So when I'm looking at the layout, I remember distinctly thinking that it needed something. It needed a frame, it needed another strip of pattern paper, but for me, the whole struggle is, I think sometimes simple layouts are the most difficult. At least they are for me. And I think on first glance it doesn't look really simple because of the fussy cut flowers, but there really isn't a whole lot else that goes on the page. And what I end up doing off camera is I trim down the wood grain paper, which I love, by the way, and it just made the perfect background paper for this layout, or at least I thought. So I trimmed it down just a 1/4 inch on each side, and I mounted it on dark gray cardstock. Again, you will see that in the finished layout, and I sewed around the edges with white thread, and then I just lifted the edges up. And it just made such a difference framing the layout and the look that I was going for, although sometimes it's one of those things that I don't know what I'm looking for until I do it. I have no idea if that makes sense. I hope it does. But at this point, I know that I'm loving the way that it's starting to come together. So I am going to go ahead and stick things down. You know, for me, once I realize what I've got is working, I don't want to mess around with it too much. So I just go ahead and find that if I go ahead and place things down, I can commit a little bit faster, because otherwise I could push around things for days. And I have done that before, and it's just something that I find, you know, I don't need to do. I do love the way that little bow, that chipboard bow, fits right under the title. It just was perfect filler for that space, and it just, you know, a bow on a layout about a girl, it's just perfect. So again, like I said, I'm getting everything stuck down, and I did go ahead and stick that up on foam as well. I'd forgotten about that, but just to give it a little bit more of dimension on that as well. So that's pretty much it for the layout. I am going to adhere some sequins that you will see me messing with. I use the multi-medium matte by Ranger, and I do like the way that adhesive works. I just don't like the delivery system. So I definitely need to get a small bottle of it, but I have this big bottle, and I wish I could figure out a way to get it into a smaller bottle, but it's so thick, it's just hard. But anyway, that's it. Thank you so much for joining me today, and a big thank you to all my new subscribers, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon. Take care and have a great day. Bye.